Okay. My event is starting. All right, am I live? Moving myself over here. All right, folks. Oh, okay. I was like, what is happening? It's because I was streaming on 2 different screens at the same time. Gonna wait for everybody to kind of get in here and before I start explaining the deck away. But welcome to Simic Mill, which is a scary deck and one that I love playing with. So let me know if I am cool. Dude, I love Mill Standard. Mill is last. Thank you. Dude, Mill's really good. So, what's up, Aaron? I'm doing pretty good. Excited. It says Cat Tribal at the bottom. It does it? Test drive. Where does it say Cat Tribal? Unless it's a joke. If that's a joke. Love Fraying Sanity. Hopefully it can something make Fanex. Mill is so scary no matter who's playing it. Put a Swarm Intelligence. Oh my gosh. Swarm Intelligence would be amazing in this deck. Oh man. I'm going to wait a couple more minutes. Or not minutes, but a couple more. Just a little bit longer before I get into it. Bottom right. I'm confused. Oh, my overlay. Oh. My overlay. That's what you're saying. Gotcha. Well. Let me do something real quick because I forgot to make an overlay. That's I'm about to do some behind the scenes nonsense right here. Move this over here. Open this up. The overlay says Simic Mill, or Cat Tribal, but not Simic Mill. So that is a problem. Let me make that real quick. Close that out. Open this up. Overlay 2. You guys are seeing some like behind baseball situations. Thank you for that, pointing that out. I appreciate that a lot. That would have been awkward, especially like later. They've been like, ugh, your thing just says it over and over again. I would have been like, oh no, no. Oh my gosh. Oh, it says Cat Tribal 2.0. There we go. I fixed it. Reef, how we doing here? We're doing pretty good. Nicholas, no joke. There you go. Oh, there you go. It's a heavy fog deck. I see Haze of Pollen. Yeah, so fogs, Haze of Pollens. I got some more fogs in the sideboard. Tricking the live stream. Shame. The deck, the last time I checked, I think it was like around 30 or 40 tickets. I have a video on the channel going over it. If you want to look at the full, like how much it is and the full, like me breaking down each individual card. But for now, I'm just going to kind of run through the cards real quick. That way, people who haven't seen the deck tech, they can kind of get a feel for it. So, at the 1-drop slot, we've got 4 Attune with Aethers. These right here are going to be helping us get our lands, or especially, let's see, get our lands, especially our green and our islands, obviously. Get some energy, make sure that Minister of Inquiries can be milling every turn if we play him on turn 1, which is something we want to do. Then in our 2-drop slot, we've got Censors, which is great for cycling, as well as countering cards. Compelling Argument, which again is great for cycling and, milling cards. Winds of Rebuke, which is great for like staggering the opponent as well as milling the opponent. So way better than you think. Let's see. Haze of Pollen, which shuts down any kind of aggressive strategy that's coming towards our face. So that's going to be, the goal there is to make sure that, I'm going to move this around a little bit. There we go. Is to make sure that the deck can last long enough to win, basically. We've got 4 Fraying Sanities. These cards are crazy, and if they're on top of each other, they're basically a win condition. This is our win condition, but a Fraying Sanity, and a Startled Awake is, what, 52 cards? You win, you know. So 3 or 4 Benefaction of Rhonas is here, and the Benefaction of Rhonas will be digging for the Fraying Sanities and the Minister of Inquiries. You could probably take some of these out and put in something else, but I like these a lot because they weren't too expensive, and they helped dig a little bit faster than I wanted it to. And they were in our colors, obviously. 3 Abandoned Sarcophagus, because we have a lot of cards in here with cycling that can, like, you know, go through the deck. And once they go to the graveyard, we can use them again. So, what is the replacement for Startled Awake for rotation? There isn't one right now. So we're just living the dream until the rotation. So the next 3 months will just be this deck, probably. Let me do this real quick. And then sideboard, it gets a little bit all over the place. So we have Essence Scatters, 2 Essence Scatters, 2 Negates to help deal with any kind of heavy aggressive strategy or control matchup. We've got 4 Commencement of Festivities, which is, again, more fog against an aggressive strategy. 2 Dissenter's Deliverance to deal with our Mardu vehicles, our Torrential Gearhulks, things like that. Crook of Condemnation, which is great against a commit-to-memory control strategy. That thing is great. Can you play Haze of Pollen on the beginning of the opponent's turn to prevent any sort of burn damage and combat damage? My friend and I were having this argument last night. Yes. No, it's combat damage. It's not combat, it's just combat damage. So that doesn't count like burn spells. So combat damage is like an attacking creature or something, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, combat damage. I think there's some white cards that say prevent all damage that would be dealt, but we didn't go into white. 1 Crook of Condemnation. And then 4 Imprisoned in the Moon. This is going to be up against like the Planeswalker strategies and things like that, where they're hard to deal with when they come down early, and then you can just turn them into to mana dorks. So that's not a big deal. But we're about to get into it. And in playtesting just a minute ago to make sure the deck was like successful and stuff, I was going up against a red-blue control deck. What? Okay. Let me try again. Okay. And it did actually pretty well until they commit to memory, and then it kind of starts over. But, I mean, because I have so much Haze of Pollen and things like that, they can't really kill me. So it just kind of, eventually, I will win most of the time. But yeah, Aaron, the replacement for Startled Awake in rotation, there isn't one until, I guess, something else comes up in the new set in Ixalan, which I hope there's something like that, because I love playing Mill, secretly, low-key, be nice to me, but Mill is the best. All right, so here is our opening hand. 2 lands, Attune with Aether, Compelling Armament, Minister, Haze, and Startled Awake. This is a great opening hand, so I'm going to keep this. Boop. So we can go with Minister first, then Attune. Boop, boop. And then after that will be Attune with Aether, probably. Go grab another island. And give Minister some stuff to play with, some energy to play with. He can already mill for 6, but now he can mill for 12, so if he stays on the board. So if you're just getting here, this is just game 1, so I've just started. I've got tap land, maybe blue-black control, something like that, maybe. All right, 2 Attune with Aethers. Well, that's nice. Okay, let's go with a Attune with Aether. Any playtesting problems against token strategies? No, because Haze of Pollen and the commencement ceremonies, like they just die, they just can't get through those, obviously. So, get a pass turn here. Just checking in for when I watch this back when I have time. Well, Laser Dinosaur, they'll probably be like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours from now. Ah, Lifelinkers, okay. 195 zombies, anyone? Yeah, if you watched the video yesterday, I was taking like 250 damage to the face. It was like no big deal. So, all right, I'm just going to mill him for 3. And even though you're not getting the Fraying Sanity from that, 2 Startled Awake is so good. You're still going to be every little bit counts. That's the key. And since he's probably trying to do some lifelink situation stuff, it doesn't matter. And I can Compelling Argument right here, but I'm not going to. I'm going to keep that just in case I draw into a Fraying Sanity. Came in late. Why Simic route? Currently running a mono blue version. Again, I prefer not having to counter cards, because that keeps my mana like basically stagnant the entire game. I don't like waiting on turn 55 and then being able to play my stuff. I don't like that. I like being able to play my stuff and then kind of get out what I can when I can, because Haze of Pollen is 2 mana and not like 3 for a counter card that can, you know, maybe counter something that they'll play maybe, you know, like that kind of stuff. Like, I love counter strategies, but I think a Simic mill type strategy is more conducive to a mill deck, because you're trying to mill your opponent as quickly as possible before they kind of stabilize and have a card that can deal with your milling. So now, very rarely will a deck have the ability to deal with your milling, but there are some decks out there that can. So this guy's just going to be making tokens and scrying, so that's fine by me. And he's just going to swing out. Nope, he's not. Okay, well, you're lost, buddy. I'm going to mill him for 6 again. What we got in this graveyard over here? Tezzeret, another Kingpin, and another Tezzeret. All right, well, we're just going to kind of, you know, straight mill for now until we draw into our stuff. And if you don't draw into a Fraying Sanity, like, it's okay. Like, you're gonna be fine. So a May aggressive approach. Yeah, I like being more aggressive. There's Metallic Rebuke. That's fine. The best thing about Startled Awake is you can bring it back. So not worried about that at all. And the thing too is we want to make sure that we're getting counters out of his hand for Fraying Sanity. Struggle to survive is almost a win against Mill. That's true. All right. Does this deck have the plan against Reanimate? Yeah, it's got Crook of Condemnation in the sideboard here. So anything like that. Scavenging Grounds might be a great inclusion in the lands as well, if you kind of run into a lot of that in your meta. But I just put Crook of Condemnation in the sideboard. So if we're having any kind of trouble with something coming in and out of the graveyard, not a big deal. But yeah, Aaron, Crook of Condemnation is in the sideboard. So if they have it, you know, we'll definitely want to put that in, probably over a Benefaction of Rhonas. So. Also, I have a fidget spinner for some reason. I don't, you know. I thought I like broke down and got one while I was doing grocery shopping yesterday. I was like, it's time. It's time for me to try this phenomenon. And I was like, you know what? It's okay. Come on, Packlim. I want to play. Oh, goodness. Are you planning on making a modern version? Well, a modern version would basically be blue-black mill. And then there's an amazing blue-black mill deck, but it is quite expensive. I could try to make one. Let me, in response, do that. And he'll die. What would be an aggro deck against this? What would be an aggro deck against this? Or just against this, no two. I mean, anything where they're attacking out multiple times every turn. So there's like the mono-red aggro deck in Standard right now, and Haze of Pollen will just completely shut that down. So not worried about that at all. Yeah, Haze of Pollen and Commencement Ceremonies in the sideboard. So again, the fogs, like, people like you like for instance, this 20 mana or 20 health, I don't even consider that a big deal, because if I even get down to 5 or 6 or whatever, it's fine. Let's see. I can Benefaction here, which is probably what I want to do. And that way I can try and get to my Fraying Sanity. There is all lands. Glad I did that. Okay. Let me get out of Minister here, and I'm going to cycle the Compelling Argument. Doop-de-doo. Yep. Fraying Sanity? Nope, Censor. That's fine. Glimpse of Darkness, yes. When the opponent is running Cartouche Strength, that makes opponent's creatures fight one of your creatures. Does the combat damage prevent by Haze of Pollen the damage? Yes. Maybe Insult Injury in the sideboard in aggro decks. Yeah, if you're playing against like a fog deck, you definitely have. They will definitely want to bring in an insult, because that, you know, makes the combat damage not preventable. So absolutely. Yeah, you have to keep pressure, Jalen. I 100% agree. So if you're not keeping pressure on the deck, especially the mill strategy, then you're just gonna die because it's just it's not fun. So this guy is gonna try to probably kill this guy again. I'm just gonna see here what's happening. Maybe there's a Scarab God. Gotcha. Ooh, I've never played against the Scarab God. Ooh, interesting. He's just going to pass. That's fine. Play that out. He's completely tapped out. Let's go for a cycle here. Dang. Would like to get a Fraying Sanity. Going to keep that, though, but this is where we keep our Haze of Pollens up. So, going to pass turn. Nope, no zombies. Been playtesting Mono Blue, Mill, and Standard. It used Sphinx Draw, but now trying a Sanity combo with Brawl. Yeah, it's crazy. No deck can beat 200 zombies versus 100 cats. I know! That was such a good game yesterday. Oh my gosh. Damage dealt while finding is not combat damage, so the ability to, like, first strike won't have any effect. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we're just going to go for a Haze of Pollen here. See if he has an answer to that. He has 2 cards in hand. Nope. It goes off. I main phase cycle because I was wanting to get into a Fraying Sanity because I had the mana to play it. So that's why. The quicker I get that out, the more effective this the strategy is. So. What you doing? We may lose this now because of the time it's taking us to get our Fraying Sanity. But it's all about having fun. Reverse engineer, that's fine. It's funny too because like whenever they start drawing cards a lot, you're like, man, that's fun. But at the same time, you know, Kevin, this is game 1, so we're turn 6, game 1. So far, he has 35 cards in his deck. I'm gonna mill him for 3 there. He's gonna fatal push my Minister. End. There's another Ipnu. Gonna bring out the Startled Awake that's in the graveyard here. Is there any way to get notifications when the stream is up on YouTube? Like when the finished video is done on YouTube? I'm not sure. You can always hit the bell right beside the subscribe button on the channel. That's what I would recommend. Why use Haze now? Doesn't seem like there's much top 5 damage. I don't know. I just wanted to use it. Oops, sorry. Because it's only 2 other pieces of damage here, so he's the main damage dealer. So I could have waited an extra turn. That's true. You're right on that. I was just being froggy. My bad. Do you like the Haze main deck? Yes, because of the cycling, because of the Sarcophagus. So, yep. Gonna make a dude. Luckily, he doesn't have haste. Let's see. You got 3 land. Just going to swing with a Scarab God again. That's fine. I'll take it this time. But you're right, I should have waited. There's a compelling argument. Let's see, I got 13, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 41. I can get him down pretty low right now. My opinion on whenever you add more colors to a deck is it makes it sometimes less cohesive. But that's not to say that, come on, Fraying Sanity. Dang, well, I got Haze of Pollen, that's fine. Let's see. Keep him up as a blocker for now. Pass. Yep. Yeah, that's the reason Startled Awake price is growing up. D-dubs. Dubas? D-dubas? Open the Armory is better than Benefaction at finding Fraying Sanity. Oh, yeah, I of course agree. It's just that there, I don't believe, as many cards in white that help with fog. I think there's one or two. But Haze of Pollen has cycling, which helps with my Abandoned Sarcophagus, so I can cast it more frequently. So when games like this where they just go crazy. Oh, yeah, and Open Armory is an aura, right? Yeah. So the only targets for like a blue would be the Minister of Inquiries or my Persistent Nightmare. So let's see what he does, though. Blue-black, in my opinion, is the best. Harsh Scrutiny and Transgress to destroy their hands. Censor and Winds of Rebuke to keep the board clean. And Startled Awake and Mirror Pull to finish the game. I think that's really good, honestly. You've got a point there. Let's see. Yep. Let us cast. Yep. Okay. No blocks. Gonna have to discard a card, which is the Startled Awake. So we probably have lost this one. The deck right now is not doing that. It's doing not that great, but that's because of the Scarab God is on the board. And I kind of have drawn poorly the entire game, but it's fine. We'll go into game 2 a little bit better prepared. There's a Winds of Rebuke. Let's see. We'll definitely want to reanimate Startled Awake here. One more? Yeah. Gonna keep it. Whoop. That's fine. I'll stay. Found. Got my bad. Yeah, you're fine. Have this Send Upon Sinful and for zombies if you need it. That's true. Probably game. So sad. So sad. Let's see. If I return that, I'm dead. Right? Yeah. Yeah. I'm dead. Yeah, Engulf just slows them down and gives you stuff to play. I'm dead, though. I'm going to concede here. All right, let's go to Sideboard. Going to pull in a Crook. Going to pull in some Imprisoned. Going to take out some Benefactions. Some Abandoned Sarcophagus. Let's see. True, but what's the cost of board wipes now in a modern meta? Why no Botanical Sanctum? Why no more Botanical Sanctums? Oh, I wanted to be very consistent, so I put in Aether Hub instead of the other 2 Botanical Sanctums. But if you're looking for more, you can definitely put them in here. I just did it for, you know, kind of trying to be budget. Engulf seems better than Haze. I would agree on like the consistency that it's going to be bouncing a lot of the creatures. I think for me, I like the synergy of Attune with Aether, Ministry of Inquiries, with Haze of Pollen, as well as Benefaction. So, but that's me. So, This is just a different build. It's not, you know. Let's see here. Kind of want to put these two out. Put a commencement in, that's 60. Interessante. How do I feel about the current meta? In Standard, I like it a lot. I think it's definitely growing on me. The decks are just all over the place, which is really cool. Trying to think if I want to pull in 2 Essence Scatters. Let's see. I think Winds of Rebuke is fine. I think Compelling Argument is fine. Maybe pull out a Censor for an Essence Scatter. Just so I'm happy. Let's go with that. Sure. Fumigate isn't too expensive. Descend upon Sinful is a bit. Yeah, I agree with that. But Descend upon Sinful, if you're being, you know, milled to death, will probably have Delirium. So. Double white 3. Yeah. Planar Outburst is pretty good, honestly. But I think Fumigate, because the life gain is so relevant in this format, is better. Personally. So, come on, sideboard. Thing in the ice would be good to add. Cheap cost, blocks well early, board bounce if it flips, and another win con if you control the board well. Yes, I would agree with that. I'm not sure what I would take out. Maybe a couple benefactions there. That might be the case. Could you use this more of the cycling to just make Ipnu Rivulet better and make your land draws more consistent? You definitely could, yeah. I just wanted to make sure. Whoop, let me play first. Yeah. Let's see here. Got 2 Essence Scatter, Imprisoned in the Moon, Crook. This is more of a let's see what I'm seeing. So I want to keep this. Let me see. Should probably mulligan this, right? My thing is I could cycle a Compelling Argument into hopefully another land. The problem with that is that if it's not a forest, if it's just a regular island, that's fine. I can still Imprison in the Moon something. Like, I've got things to stagger an opponent. So I'm going to keep because I like that it's doing stuff. I'm just not a fan of what it's doing. I'm going to mulligan. Let's mulligan. Change my mind. Oh, it's so much worse. Oh, it's so much worse. No, it's so much worse. I changed my mind. You got, oh, I see your comments now. Keep. Dang it. It's so much worse now, guys. The delay, it destroyed me. I mean, it's actually fine, but it's not terrible. It's just worse than... That was bad. That was a bad mulligan. I'll be okay because I have the 1-drop and then a Censor later. Why? I just wanted to. Fail, yeah. I punted. That was a hard punt. I appreciate you guys being nice to me. No, it's fine. Come on. Come on, Pat Climb. Waiting on you. Concede. It might be worth it, depending on how this guy's playing. How slow this guy is. Goodness. Goodness gracious. Come on. All right. I'm going to give you another minute. Jalen, always got to have love for a person who enjoys meal just like me. Just like you. I wouldn't have kept the first hand either. I wouldn't keep this one either. I'd mulligan. Go to 5. Yeah, this hand is bad. I can try another mulligan, but whoo doggy. All right, I'm giving you 20 more seconds to do something. Oh, fix the screen for stream mode. Oh, I thought it was fine. There we go. Thank you for pointing that out. Appreciate that. Fix the scream. Ah. All right. We're just going to concede because this guy's being a dingleberry. I'm giving him 30 seconds. Yeah, Gabe, going to 5 isn't too terrible. I could do that. Just, it needs to be a really good 5. We may not get another game with this guy if this is happening. Walker, you must be dead. Ah! 1 land mill hand? YOLO. That's true, Tribal. I might do that. All right. Okay. It's been like 2 minutes. Should I drop and just start up another round? Let me know. Just take the win. No concede. Just sit here for 14 minutes. Oh my gosh. Morgan, you want me to keep? Oh my gosh. This is like the biggest thing that irks me the most about MTGO is that players like this, of course they have timers anyway, like they're supposed to be like, you know, playing quickly, but we can just talk about Splinter Twin. Let's reminisce. Come on. Sit it out. Man. Drop. So sit it out and drop. I've got 2. I got 1 vote each. No, don't quit. The Closet Gamer. Okay. Well, he'll time out after 10 if nothing happens. It's true. We are playing a mill fog deck, so you've only got 8 minutes left. All right, back out. Start a new one. Yeah. All right, we're doing that, guys. I'm sorry. Concede. Let's play a new one. Counter troll him. No, I'm good. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm dropping. Jolt. The milling is going okay. I mean, the first deck we just played against, they fell asleep at the wheel. So let's see what this hand is. Benefaction, Sarcophagus, 3 lands. I'll keep. That's fine. Let's throw out Ipnu. Pass turn. Concede, we all know you won the match. Oh, I appreciate that. Appreciate that, Anton. Totally did. If you guys haven't come in yet, I just 2-0'd a guy that was playing an amazing deck. I don't know what was going on with him. He was terrible. I'm going to cycle that for a land. That's fine. Let's put out a Fodistu. Pass turn. That's a bummer, man. Yeah. Might be worth adding white. I've thought about it. Definitely. I do like the strategy from the blue-green perspective, though. This hand is good, though. Yeah, I like it a lot. Jolt, any plans on doing live streams? Paul is asking. I would like you to do live streams, but, you know, whatever. Is this budget? I normally don't really build towards, like, quote-unquote budget. I build towards, like, what I think is fun. And it kind of just depends. All right, so we've got a deck that's going to be trying to mana ramp. So that's cool. Concede this match too. Nicholas, why? Why? Why do you hate me? What did I do to you? Okay. There's an Island. Let's Benefaction for a Fraying Sanity here. See if we can get one. He may have milled his life. There's a Fraying Sanity. Cool. I will keep that. Pass turn. Goodness gracious. Fraying Sanity isn't budget at the moment. What is considered budget, guys? Like, is that like under 50, under 40, under 30? Because there are some people that are like, oh, this deck's only $30. And they're like, that isn't budget. And I'm like, what is budget? Like me giving the deck to you? Jolt says, yes, he's starting to work on something in the future. Yeah, if you haven't checked out any of stuff on our channel of Jolt's as well as his channel, his stuff is awesome. I highly recommend you check him out. Tireless Tracker. He's tracking the Tireless. Gonna lay a land. Joel and Jolt. All right. Let's get out our Fraying Sanity. Fraying Sanity equals GG. Well, it's gonna be fun to watch what happens. Let's see. Let's do a land here. Let's get out of Fraying Sanity. Let's see. All cards should be 0.01. That's a troll. You're trolling me. It would be hard to make a deck like that unless it was like a mono red deck. Personally, make mine a 110 budget. Under 100, basically. Paper, MTGO 20 to 30. Yeah. Nicholas, your budget is over 9,000. Ugh. Did you have to kill Nappa for that? I love using Fraying Sanity on my Sidisi EDH to mill myself. Oh, goodness. Walker. Is that Attune? Jamming in Scarab God, yeah. Watch, you shouldn't even print rares, man. Every card should just be equally common. Then we can call it Communist Socialist Matt. Oh man, that's getting some people triggered. Careful. Be careful there. All right, you gonna swing at me for 5? That's fine. It's not like I need the life anyway. You need your cards more than mine, the life. You need your sanity. Oh, snap. Okay. What's happening here? Triskaidekaphobia? What? What? Oh my gosh. With Triskaidekaphobia? Why? Okay. This is just bonkers now. I don't understand. That doesn't comprehend with me. I'm just pass, right? Oh my gosh. This is what, 13, right? Yeah. So random. Yep. Do you have Alms of the Vein in your hand right now? If that's the case, holy crap. We just went off like in like a weird, like, what is happening? Scoop to Triskaidekaphobia. I don't understand. I have Winds of Rebuke here to bounce it, so it's not like it's a big deal. Oh my gosh. Double win conditions. He has the better enchantment. It's true. You all know it. Search your feelings, Anakin. You know it to be true. This game is like yesterday's game. It's just ridiculous, man. Like people that you go into tournament practice expecting like tournament stuff, but you know, it's not. it's never that. Oh my gosh. You're not gonna attack me, are you? Okay, cool. Let's see. I might let him just hit me because that way I go down to 10 and I don't Let me cycle a Haze of Pollen here. Get a master. That's fine. I'm gonna let him hit me. I think that's fine. Joe, Tournament Practice Group has a wonderful meta. I love it. Yeah, it's something. Oh gosh. Okay. Cool. How do we feel about a Paradox engine deck? I love it. MTG in MTGO though, it's super annoying as far as like just all the stuff you have to do. All right. Looking for literally anything. Let's get out of Minister here. Minister of Inquiries. Yes. That was a good old person like thing. Simic Mill versus what? I have no idea. I think this is. I originally thought it was like an investigate energy team or something, but no, I don't know what this deck is. What is happening? You have pain lands to get around the curse. That's true. That's true. Let's see. Keep it up. Pass. I'd scoop to the guy just for having such big balls. Oh my god. Are you serious? Come on, guys. Am I gonna gain life now? Oh, we're gonna lose life again. That's fine. And he can technically mill, like, you know, destroy me with that. That is an option. Look at all those clue tokens. He can do stuff. I mean, I want him to draw cards. That's fine. The less cards in his deck, the more cards I have to kill or to mill. Let me see. Yeah, you can keep it. Yeah, I'm going to rebuke the phobia, most likely. Rebuke? What would be even more hilarious is if he had an insult in this deck. There's a clue. The purpose is to hunt for, so Pianist Sturban, the purpose of Benefaction is to hunt for Fraying Sanities. It is kind of expensive on the expensive side, so if you have something that you want to put in place of it, that's usually the first card that comes out in the sideboard, so. Kill him with his own Triskaidekaphobia. My god. Maybe he'll just shame scoop. I doubt that. My gosh. Let's see. Let's do a Haze of Pollen. Haze of Pollen. Yep. What you got? No problem. Let's bounce the Triskaidekaphobia here. And then they'll mill 4, which because of Fraying Sanity. Oh, they milled 2 but Walking Ballistas. Oh, ouch. Triskaidekaphobia might be good in the Desert Tribal deck with Sun-Scorched Earth. Are you serious? That would be amazing. Like, I want you to try that now and come back to me and be like, yo, this is the deck list. It works. Can't I make a Triskaidekaphobia deck? Please. Oh, that would be so funny. Okay, so I can Abandoned Sarcophagus. And then my Haze of Pollens are back online. So that helps me out. Just tried it in my head. Went 8-0. I need your deck list right now. You can email that too. I'm just kidding. I'm so confused what his game plan is to basically beat me down, but I mean, he can't do that because I have Haze of Pollen. I have, what, 3 or 2? I only have 2 right now in the sideboard. Or in the graveyard, not sideboard. His game plan is to win the game. Don't you know that? God. Mr. Goodhoof? Is that what? Because BN is like good, right, in Spanish? I have lay claim in the sideboard for Grixis control matchup. Stealing up Nixilis or Nicobolus feels good. That's true. Although lay claim is 7 mana, so, you know, ouch. Walking Ballista, Tireless, Triskaidekaphobia. I don't know what to think of this. There's another Triskaidek. Oh, well, the same one, I guess. I guess he's just using it as like a turn-over-turn life loss strategy. I'm not sure. There's a Tree of Redemption. Oh, shoot. Goodness gracious. No, I have Ipnu Rivulet, so. Boop, boop. Abandoned Sarcophagus, Haze of Pollen. I recommend this deck for fun. I don't recommend you take it to a PTQ. But an FNM, sure, go wild. I think it's a ton of fun. Excuse me. Oh, so close. Let's see. Play out the Fraying Sanity. If I play out the Fraying Sanity, I have to... Okay. Haze of Pollen is this turn. Okay, so I can still do this. Because I can just tap this to lose 1 life, which will put me under. Pass turn. Ashley Rose, I'm sorry, but you're dead. Oh, it's okay. Okay. Yep. I think I am just dead, but we'll try. Let's see. Yep. Nope. And then, did he say lose 1 life? Yeah. Dude, this is such a clown fiesta. Yeah. That was good. I don't lose, by the way. He loses because I get to mill him for 52. So, congratulations. You played yourself. Yep. That's right, Tribal. I do have it with Startled Awake, absolutely. Yes. Yes, Guardian. Oh. Well played, sir. Well played. Although, what punt from the opponent? It's okay. I mean, like, he has to do that. That's his play. So, love this combination. R.I.P. Library. Ashley, yeah, you survived. Staying alive. Staying alive. Oh my gosh, this is the best match ever. What about the 500 zombies from yesterday? Come on. What do this deck? My gosh. Yep. Yep. Completely tapped down. Tree of Perdition is also tapped down. So I just Startled Awake, lose 1 life whenever he does it again. Boom. Swing for 250. That's right. That's right, Tyler. You were with me. We have the battle scars together. MVP. All right. Now he still has to go through his upkeep, so he can still do his little tappy taps. I believe. Instant Hall of Fame invite incoming. Yes, it's on Twitter right now. I see it. What is the jankiest combo in Standard? Looks like this Triskaidekaphobia deck. I'm not 100% sure. Well, it's being, but I have to go now. Oh, that's nice. Up, sideboard. Nice. Have fun. I'll see you later. And this will be on here, later today. So, all right. What do we got here? What can we do? What can we do against that? Let's see. Could do probably some Imprisoned in the Moon. Because, again, that captures land, planeswalker, creature. So I can grab the thing. Okay, I missed something. How did you lose life when you got to 13? So, Ashley, my lands here, the Ipnu Rivulet, I can pay 1 life and add 1 blue mana to my mana pool. So it's a pain land. So whenever he did that, I just pain land myself, then did Haze of Pollen, which prevented all combat damage for the turn, and won. So let's see. Let's pull out a Attune. Oh, come on, Dorbink. Dorbink? Yeah. Turn turn the tree into the moon. That's right. Exactly. You know me too well. All right. Take out a Benefaction here, and then 1 more Benefaction. I think that's fine. Submit. Turn Sokka's girlfriend into the moon. Oh, that's a good Avatar reference. Let's see what this opening hand is. 2 lands, Master of Inquiries, Winds of Rebuke, Benefaction, Startled Awake, Fraying Sanity. This is a snap keep. Yeah, actually, it's fine. It's like, again, it's on the stack, so making sure that one happens, and then I lose a land, and then the other one happens, and then I don't. A moment of silence for the player who thought that his Trisk combo was about to win. That's true. Oh my gosh. So sad. If I had Life Goes On, that would be epic. That would be funny. Okay, he goes first, though. Tap land. All right. Botanical Sanctum. Let's do that. Let's play out a Minister. Now we've got our 3 and Fraying Sanity. Ugh, this is the perfect. This is perfect. This is the perfect combos. Wombo combos. Got my roomie to buy his first Fat Pack yesterday. He spent the night brewing around Scorpion God. Scorpion God is a good card. So I will be proud too, Chris. Scorpion God's great. He's also a really good EDH commander. And I think Jolt has some videos on the channel now that are about that. They grow up so fast. Just grow up so fast. Attune with Aether. How much is Fraying Sanity? I'm assuming it's a little bit. I haven't looked lately. Let's pass turn here. Let's play out an Island. And pass turn back. Gonna mill him for 3. What has been your favorite Standard format? My favorite Standard format is the Standard format I got into, basically, or came back from whenever I was in high school. Like when I was in college, World Wake and Scars Mirrodin and all that was really popular, and that's basically the best mill that's mill's ever been in Standard, pretty much. You could like traumatize and mill for 13, and basically you won. So it was around 450 tickets last night, up to like 5 tickets. Oh, that's crazy. I feel the Scorpion God not being Jund colors is missing an opportunity. Yeah, Fraying Sanity is 7 tickets or $7. That's crazy. Mill for 3. Is there any deck that Scorpion God would fit into for standard at the moment? I haven't brewed around it just yet. You know what I'm going to do? Because you're being a dingleberry, I'm going to Winds of Rebuke my own creature and mill you for 2. Yep. That just happened. Okay. Let's play out our Aether Hub here. And then we'll play out our Fraying Sanity. Pass turn. Hashtag you frayed yourself. That was perfect, Aaron. You're welcome. You frayed yourself. All right, 45 cards in his deck. We can do 26 with Startled Awake. So let's see what happens. Oh my gosh. Why? This is such a random deck. Well, there's an Imprisoned in the Moon, if you wish to use it. Oh my gosh. Let's cycle a Censor here, see if we can get into a land. Nope, but a compelling argument's good. Let's get out our Minister again. Pass turn. Yang boy. Hey now, keep it clean. Hey homie, I heard you like mill cards. So I got mill cards and mill cards after your mill cards from billing cards. That's right. Let your memes be dreams. Oh my gosh. TCG mid is 550. I don't know where 7 is coming from. Oh, I don't know. Maybe they're looking at the paper price versus the online price, or maybe they're looking at the online price versus the paper price. Sometimes the online is higher than the paper, which is always strange to me. But, you know, people like to play test, and that's why Crested Sunmare is like 5 or 6 tickets right now. You just going to pass turn? You're going to let Ministry live? Okay. That's fine. No problem. Let's see. Would like to probably mill him for 10 here. Let's do that. I like that idea. I should have milled at the end of that turn. I don't believe I did, though. No, he didn't. He had summoning sickness. That's why. You can't play your cards if you can't draw them. That's why Turbo Fog is my favorite deck. All right. Get an Aether Hub. He's got so much mana. I would like some of that mana. Please. That's fine. What programs this website are you using to play this? This is Magic the Gathering Online, and it's I think it's $10 to buy it, and then you have it forever. And then all the cards are like, you know, you can buy them from MTGOtraders.com, which is this channel, or you can, you know, draft and all kind of stuff. So on the program itself. All right, let's see. Come on. Play faster, dang it. Vizier of Memories plus Consuming Fervor equals permanent 3+3 +3/+3. Nice. He might actually get me on Triskaidekaphobia if I don't draw something important. He does have 29 cards, though, so I need, like, you know, 1 island. If I get that, I win, because I can mill 23 and 6. So let's see. Do we get it? Do we get it? Come on, no whammies, no whammies. Any kind of, literally any land. Any land. Probably not Botanical Sanctum, but any land. Dang it. Yeah, I have to Haze of Pollen. Yep. I think I'm dead. Now, there's just something I can do, which is Imprisoned in the Moon. Which he'll just ping me for 2, and then he'll become a moon. Dang. I'm trying to think if there's any way out of this at the moment. I don't think there is. I think I just lose. I can use the moon on Walking Ballista, but in response, he can use 2 counters to ping my opponent, to ping the opponent. Mana Screw is laying the screws. Yeah. Just because my baby, I won it with a couple times during the Eldritch Moon pre-release. We should see a sort of Millimir Simic versus Azurius, see which is better. That's true. See, I can't moon the moon the Triskaidekaphobia because it's enchant creature, land, or planeswalker, not an enchantment. So I can't moon it. Yeah, if I get to resolve Startled Awake, I win, but I can't do that because let's see. I think I'm just dead. I'm going to try and moon his Walking Ballista. I could try and cycle for a Pain Land. That could be something. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try and cycle for a Pain Land. You're right. Nope. I did get an island, though. Yeah, that's game. Dang. Not with that attitude. Hey, hi! No. Oh, man. Yeah, the biggest thing I could have done was cycle for the Pain Land there, but there's nothing I could have done. Yep. Wait, why would he do that? Wait. Okay, is it exactly at the beginning? Yeah, I lose the game. I'll lose with dignity. It's okay. Oh! You won. Impossible. All right, let's put in some Dissenter's Deliverance here. I like that over a Censor. And then Abandoned. Sure. Startled win? Yeah, that would have happened, but there's no way I could, yeah. When you lack in colors, it can hurt the most. That's true. That is exactly what happened. I would like to play first. Yes! It's like losing to burn. All right, let's see what opening hand is. Ooh. This is a snap keep, right? Let's mulligan that. Oh, this is worse. I mean, not worse, but still bad. I'll keep. Yay. Yep. You should have appetite for the unnatural. Yes. Now that I know that Triskaidekaphobia is apparently in standard, I'll do that. Tyler, keep no land. Too late, buddy. That's why I have this delay, because you guys can't influence me. I'm just kidding. Blooming Marsh. Okay, let's see. Pass. No land hands are the worst. It's true. I like that both of these decks are like just decks that are just like, we're just not going to play by the rules. Dude, it's not related, but Chester, who's that? I'm gonna have to look that up after the stream. 3 cards. Yeah, I agree that it's more flexible than Dissenter's Deliverance. It's just Dissenter's Deliverance is like, cheaper. So I'm not going to let you do that, buddy. Oh, I got a Tree of Perdition. And a Walking Ballista. Yup. That happens. Let's cycle this for some mana. Thank you. Pass turn. Channeling your inner Saffron. Oh my gosh. I wish I could do a good Saffron and Olive impression. I love that guy. Oh gosh. Tireless Tracker, no problem. All right, compelling argument. I see. No land's hand is commonplace in Oops All Spells. All right, yeah, I'm just going to pass. Probably could have compelling argument there, but I want to try and keep it. Too bad you don't have a way to ping him. He could lose to his own Trisk. That would be funny. Why Simic over blue-white? I just like the fogs more than the other stuff in white. Chester. Really? How did he die? He's Linkin Park's vocalist. That is true. It does happen. Did he really pass away? Hey, guys. MTGO Trader here. Probably better known as Ed Sheeran. No, please no. To do a good Saff, all you have to do is say, did we just win? Right before you lose. That's mean. That's mean. Do you guys think playing Mill as a combo deck with Startled Awake, Unsummon, and Winds of Rebuke versus playing it like a burn deck with every mill spell out there, like Minister and Argument? I like the Minister of Inquiries line versus the Unsummon, so I'll just take 3. Yeah. I had no idea. That's awful. Well, as someone from the, who grew up in the 90s and 2000s, I was a huge Linkin Park fan. I loved Linkin Park. I was like the guy that was like into emo music and like, My Chemical Romance and all that kind of stuff. So, that just sucks. Very sad. That was a little mean, Waffles. Let's see. Island. Let's go for Imprisoned in the Moon here. Probably going to kill my Minister from this, though. White has arrest effects which can lock down one creature, but Fog can lock down out of combat. If they exert, that's 2 free turns. So I agree on the Simic over Azirius. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. He didn't kill him, though. Did he? No, he did. Okay. Was confused there for a second. All right. His turn. Again, Walking Ballista would have been very bad for me based on my life right now. He may still win again with Triskaidekaphobia. If you're getting White Wraths, which deal with threats, permanents, like instead of stopping them for 1 turn. I agree with that. But I think that for me, I want to be trying to be faster. So Haze of Pollen for me is a little bit easier on that, so as well as Attune with Aethers. Is this deck any good? I just joined. Oh, there's a Blade Bear of the Heart. It's pretty good. It's a lot of fun, honestly. Right now we're playing up against a Triskaidekaphobia deck, which I thought I'd never live to see the day again. But whatever. Do you think Mono Black Zombies will be a lot of play at the Pro Tour this time? I doubt it, honestly. Let's see. There's a Tireless Tracker with a clue. Saving Grace kind of counts. Well, you have to have a creature. So, Auras, to me, in decks like this, is they're not great. Yep. Yep. Let's see. Well, I can do that. That's fine. Trying to outlast the opponent right now. To draw into a Fraying Sanity to Compelling Argument. Zombies really struggled in the last SCG event, yeah. I wish Tainted Remedy was still in Standard. Oh, it would be so good. I agree. I agree, Ashley. Totally. All right. What you got? I'm at 11. Play Triskaidekaphobia and hope I don't do anything for 2 turns? That might actually work, honestly. There's a clue. Get a clue. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 4 mana. You got to go to work, Tyler. Oh, okay. Well, I'll see you later. Have fun. Gonna animate Hissing Quagmire. Gotcha. That's fine. In turn. There's a Fraying Sanity. All right. Cool. What does Triskaidekaphobia do? So basically at the beginning of our upkeeps, if your opponent has 13 life, you win the game. And then after that, they lose 1 life or gain 1 life, depending on which one you choose. So it's crazy. it's like really interesting and like awkward. But yeah, it's fun. Like I think it's a lot of fun. I just don't think it's like, you know, top tier. But it is. It's like this mill deck basically. It's intended to be a lot of fun. That's it. So I agree that the Wraths can be good. Board wipes are always solid, but if the deck isn't running many creatures, they could potentially be dead, especially if you can't capitalize. I agree. Yo, hour late, but glad I made it. Thanks, Tex fan. We're only on game 3 because the first one was you know, someone who just stopped playing the game. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player, yeah, there you go. Should have brought back Hedron Crab with Battle for Zendikar. Dude, I had a dream about that when that came back out. I was like, come on. You know you want that to happen. You know in your heart of hearts. He can animate. No, he can only animate 1. I thought he could animate 2. Random chat. I want a Beast Wars movie. I'm sure Michael Bay will, you know, create that for you. Absolutely. There's 2 Hissing Quagmires coming at me for 4. Yep. If I don't draw into a green, I'm probably dead. Yeah. Well, there's a Startled Awake. I can do 26. That's not enough. Not enough! Let's see, I can do 8, 16. I can do 26 from this. So. Right? 8, 16, 26. Yeah. I'm just dead. Oh well. Heart of the cards? Nope. No heart of the cards. Not with my attitude. Let's cycle the compelling argument here. Dang it. So close. Still nothing. No, he just kills me with his two attacks. I mean, I can startle and pass, but that's it. Oh, wait, it's 4, not 5. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. You're right. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Oh my gosh. I'm a dummy. I'm a dummy. If he's got a walking ballista, I lose. But oh my gosh. Because it's 4, not 3 each. Not taking it to 6. I thought I was dead. Ugh. Math is hard, guys. Like, I mean, come on. Like, you just gotta think about it, or it's numbers and figures, and that's why I'm not in college anymore. No, I'm just kidding. I graduated college, but I got a fine art graphic design degree, not a math degree. He can still hit me for 4. It's just I can do Ipnu Rivulet and win. So I cycled the game win. No, I can do Ipnu Rivulet. I'm done after that. What do you got? Tree of Perdition? Why would you do that? Interesting choice. Maybe you're just playing out your stuff because you can. No, I can do Ipnu Rivulet right here. Sack of Desert puts top 4 cards, which is 8, and he only has 6, so. Yep. Island. Sack. Doot. Yep. That's it. GG. We win! Yay! We almost lost because I was a rummy dummy. All right, let's go to play again. Let's do one more round. The Deserts Tribal are very good. Do not discount them. They're amazing. They're a lot better than you think, obviously. Alrighty. One last round. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that. All right, let's see. I appreciate you. All right, let's keep this. This isn't a great hand, but it's okay. It's not terrible. Get out Botanical Sanctum, Minister of Inquiries, pass turn. If you're keeping track, we've won 2 of our 3 games. BT dubs. This is the one we'll lose now because I said that. Just so you know. What is happening? What is happening? Perpetual Timepiece, put 2 cards into your graveyard. Oh no. This is an anti-mill deck. Oh no. Oh no. This is going to be fun. All right, let's get a blue mana. Pass turn. Do I ever play a paper Magic, Nathan? Yes, absolutely. I actually have the paper version of the Cat Tribal deck that I take to FNMs. It's a ton of fun, honestly. So, Deserts with Excavator can get pretty ridiculous. I agree. Got to head to work. Love the deck and how active you are with your chat base. I subscribed. Can't wait to see more. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it. Have a good day at work. I hope that whatever you do is joyful. Yeah, and I'm always trying to make sure to stay into the chat. So, like, you guys have fun, and I'm also having fun playing the deck. So, BT dubs, tisk. You should lose for that now. Mill Deserts with Remnant Excavator, Dunes of the Dead. Yeah, that in sealed or in draft is amazing. So, yeah, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. The thing for me is now that I know that he's like got that card, that I'm just gonna. Ooh, it threw away 2 Haze of Pollens there. I'm just going to continue to play out my deck. How well does the cat deck usually work? It goes super wide, and it's awesome. Would Panharmonicon be good in the cat triple deck? Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't think so, because it's just so awkward. What do we got here? We got a Memory. This is going to be a difficult game for me with the situation here. Yeah, SBMTG Dev's Mono Blue Mill deck is great. I love his version of this deck. But this one was kind of going for like more like I want to play more combat oriented instead of control oriented. That's why there's green in it. So perpetual timepiece. What is happening? What is happening? Oh, I didn't mill. Dang it! I should have milled. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna cycle a compelling argument. Let's cast a compelling argument against him. Mill would never be a viable win condition in any meta, no offense. I mean, that's okay. I mean, it's okay to think that. No problem. That doesn't mean it's not fun. And, you know, doesn't mean that I haven't won the past 2 games with it. But, you know, I can't say you're wrong, because you're not. I drafted Watchers of the Dead, and everyone thought I was an idiot. When someone drafted Commit the Memory, and I hosed them, it was no longer an idiot. It's true. This is why I run 2 Crook of Condemnations main board. Yeah, this particular strategy here is really good. Yep. He's got 30 cards. What would be great is if he tapped out like that. Yep, that's fine. All of them. Gain all the life. But life isn't important to me. What is this match? Mail for 2 or 3. So close to being able to mill him. How much? These are tap, but how much do they cost? 2 mana. Let's see. Startled Awake. 13. I'm gonna get it to where it's like it's deceptively low. I gotta trick him, basically. This is what I'm gonna have to do. Be like, oh, he can't do that. And then, bam! I come out of nowhere. Zang Zidane! Alright, let's do, so we're gonna do 3, 7. Now, this is the turn if he decides to put stuff into his deck. That's gonna happen, but let's find out. This is a fun deck, though. Damage mill during devotion, standard meta, try again. Mill occasionally gets viable. I mean, it's an occasional thing. It's not amazing. It's just, you know, it's for fun. And I would say, like, the Triskaidekaphobia and the mill decks and even this deck, like, whatever it's doing, is meant for fun. So, Felidar Sovereign. I see. I see. That's what you're trying to do. Yeah, it's landfall. Yup. Let's mill you for 3. Is this just 2 mana? No, it's a tap. That's Felidar Sovereign, your guy away. Mill you for 2 more. We're not going to be able to win this turn because of his perpetual timepieces being out. Let's see. Do I play other formats than Standard? Well, yeah. I play some Modern, and then, of course, I'll play Limited and Draft. Absolutely. Let's get him to get out his one of these perpetual timepieces. Remember Azuria's control / mill during Theros block standard? Yes. That was fun. I was playing a and then someone playing Sovereign. I cast Trader and immediately won the game. Nice. Do you have a counter card? Ah, commit. I see. Yes, Walker. He played what is that card? Splendid Reclamation? Yeah. He's playing Landfall, so he can Felidar Sovereign for the win. Commander format is best format. I think it's the most casual and the most fun to me, as far as like just being ridiculous. Now, 1v1 Commander is like, I would say, a nightmare right now because it's so it's like it becomes hyper competitive in a format that isn't generally hyper competitive. So. This is such an interesting situation right now, though. Just battlefield. You may return target card from your graveyard to your hand. When it dies, exile it, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. It's a 5/4. Gonna grab a Emeria. Cool. EDH is just boring. It's not boring. I think that it just depends on who you play with, obviously, because it's a multiplayer format. So it's meant to be a multiplayer format. What is this? What is this deck? What is happening? This is the last time I can do it. Bam. All right. Let's go for a Censor here and cycle that away. Let's go for an actual Startled Awake again. He's going to have to exile the Perpetual Timepiece now. Yep. Unless he doesn't remember what Perpetual Timepiece does. I mean, yeah. What is happening? Oh. Come on. Take your turn. Wait 20 minutes. Take another turn. Heck, I can grab a sandwich in the time it takes to get around. Oh my gosh. How do you feel about Two-Headed Giant? I really like Two-Headed Giant. I very rarely get to play, though. That is a format that I really enjoy, though. I love, there was a format that we called, when I was in college, I think it's called Emperor, where it's 6 people with like standard decks, and 2 of them are Emperors, and 4 of them are Guards, and that was really fun. I'm not sure if that's an actual, like, format. It's awesome. There you go. Hey, you did stuff. You got 9 cards in your deck. No Fraying Sanity feels bad. Yeah, I agree. Yep. Yeah. Oh, goodness. This player played a little bit faster. I might be able to go to my sideboard to get stuff to deal with his artifacts. Swing at me for 5? No problem. Come on. All the mana. I mean, you could play out a Felidar Sovereign. That would be fine. Here's a Benefaction. that what you're going to do? Yep. Let's see. Boop. I'm going to do him for 4 here. Emperor is so much fun to play. Not everyone likes it, though. Yeah, I agree, Walker. Not everyone likes it, but back in World Wake, I was the Emperor, and I played Mill, which was, you know, everyone hated me. Biggest problem Mill has, I think, now is cards like Lost Legacy. I would agree Lost Legacy is a problem, but I think Lost Legacy is a problem for several decks. I mean, even when like you had Ulamog in Standard, you would grab Ulamog, and almost Marvel decks were just almost half the power level. No one likes playing Emperor when the guards play Turbo Fog and the Emperor plays combo. That's true, Will. That's very true. All right, you win, you win. I mean, I can just concede here. Good lord. Let me go to sideboard. This is gonna take 1,000 years. Just grab an artifact, creature, land, planeswalker. Gotcha. Let's take out Hazes. Let's put in Crook. Let's put in Dissenter's Deliverance. Let's put in Negates. Take out some Censors. Put in some Imprisons. Take out, let's see, Benefaction. And an Aether. That's fine. Here in my playgroup, we banned infinite combos. It's just not fun. I agree, Walker. It isn't fun. All right, let's see. It's almost worth keeping because we know how slow our opponent is. Let's keep. Sure. Our opponent's dirtling until he wins, so there's an Evolving Wilds, no problem. Yep. There's a Minister. Coming down! All right, cool. Excuse me. There's a timepiece. Yeah. Yep. Got a pass turn. What do you got going on? What are you thinking? Conditional bannings would fix infinite combos. That would make a complicated game messier than it already. Yeah, I agree. Boop. Let's bounce this because we can. Could have bounced the Inquisitor the next turn, but I like that a little bit better. We've got a Startled Awake in the graveyard now, which is great. Yep. Lucas, shrug. What are you shrugging at? Come on. You're going to cycle a Scattered Grove. That's fine. Evolving Wilds. Mill for 3. Let's see here. Do we just bring back the Startled Awake here? I say yes. Let's do that. Pass turn. Now it's your turn to drop all your lands. Yep. Let's see what we got. Splendid Reclamation. No problem. Coming in tap, though. 1. There's an Imprisoned in the Moon. Let's see. Let's go for attacks first. Swing in for 1. Yep. Gonna cast it. There's 23. Pass. I'm basically looking for the upset for Perpetual Timepiece. If he's going to be playing everything out every single turn. Or Dissenter's Deliverance. That would be swell. There's a Cataclysmic Gearhulk. Sure. Doesn't really do anything, but okay. Done. Another timepiece. Gotcha. Ugh, this is hard. This is a hard situation I'm in. It's so hard. Let's go for an island here. Give me some energy back. Give me a 3 land. Yeah. Cancel. Do I just go for another Startled Awake from the graveyard? Looks like it. Do it one more time. Yeah, I can't do it. Bounce the Gearhulk, so he has to use a timepiece or sack it. That's true. The thing with the Gearhulk, though, or the Winds of Rebuke, I don't mind taking 4 here. That's fine. It's because I'm at 20, so I'm not worried about it. And I could have got him down almost to death with Perpetual Timepiece that turn. Yeah, Walker, Triskaidekaphobia deck was more fun. This one is we're kind of dirtling on each other because our decks are similar, and his is meant to basically just not be milled to death. So it's one of the rare occasions where they have cards in the main board that are like, oh, you want to mill me? Nah. Like Commit to Memory is like that too. Like he has a commit in here, I believe. Yeah. There's a retreat. Put what, a counter or a life? Yeah. Both. Do. Yep, we'll take 4. Pass and turn. You're going to play big bomb. There's memory. No problem. I'm really okay with that, honestly. Goodness. Oh my gosh, now all you need to do is just tap out. Just tap out. That's what I want you to do right now. That would be amazing. There's an Honored Hydra. Okay. Let's see, I can do Fraying Sanity and then a Startled Awake. 16. That's 32. I can do 32 this turn. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So close. Yep. Fraying Sanity. Let's do a Startled. Getting into combat. Swing out for 1 to get this one back to our hands. To our hand, not to our hands. Maybe. If he taps out again like a crazy person, then we got it. But I doubt that. Yep. Pass. So close. Yeah, I can use Ministry of Inquiries. It's only going to get 6 and put him to 1. So I can do 6 now and put him to 0. But I need a blocker. So the math involved in the mill deck, especially in a setup like this, is super critical. It's just now that we have Fraying Sanity, so we're a little bit better off. Is it worth it to just take this to 10 damage? No, I'm going to block 1. Let's block here. Why do you not cycle? What do you mean cycle? No, he would have had 1 instead of a block tap. Yeah, exactly. Yep. My grandfather just walked by and said, "What the hell are you watching, man?" You could have said then, did you mill with your creature? Gotcha. Yep. 3 cards in hand. There's an Aether. I think I'm just dead. It can definitely kill one of the timepieces. Yeah. Cycle Dissenters to find Dissenters in both artifacts and win. Okay, so we're gonna try this, but I mean, like I'm at 10 right here, so I could be dead anyway. So let's do Dissenters. We'll cycle because I'm gonna die anyway. So let's cycle. Right? Okay. All right, let's see if we get another Dissenters. If we do, nope, we didn't. That would be amazing, though. See, I could have cast it, then cast it again, but I did it incorrectly. You're right. My bad. I'm overthinking the situation because I'm about to die now. Let's... Don't cycle. Yeah, I know, Aaron. Now I know. I'm dumb. I'm a dummy. I'm a dummy, Aaron. You should know this by now. We can still kill one. It's fine, Aaron. It's fine. It's whatever. Goodness gracious. Yeah, this is one of the situations where it's like, I'm just kind of dead. So I mean, I can Dissenters to kill one, Dissenters kill the other, but he'll on response do it. So it's not like it's perfect because he has the mana. But that could have been avoided. Yep. Yeah, it's a tough match regardless. This is a really tough match for me. Let's go for a Minister here for a blocker. Pass turn. Gonna get down to 4. He's at 31 cards in his deck. So... Lunar Force. Yep. Goodness gracious. All right, let's see. Looking at a big creature, probably. This is that game 2. Feels like forever. Yeah, Walker. This is a game 2. Feels like forever because this opponent's deck is like ugh. Yeah, kill the Hulk. You could have killed the Hulk to survive a bit longer. Oh, there's commit. That's it. Good Lord, I'm done. Whew. That was awful. That was probably... Okay, so if you're playing this Simic Mill deck, that's going to be the hardest matchup, is that particular deck right there, which is insane. Oh my gosh. That was a lot of fun though. I appreciate you guys hanging out. But yeah, you know, the first match we lost game 1 and then the opponent froze and then we just conceded because he, you know, wasn't there for 5 minutes. And then game 2 we won, I think 2-1, I think. And then game 3 we won 2-1. And Aaron, makes you miss the Trisk deck. Yes, I do miss it. It was so much fun. You were great at the time we had you. Yeah, and then game 3 here we got 2-0'd by this like anti-mill deck, basically. Wow. That was such a tough match for that kind of deck. But I hope you guys stayed around and liked it. Like the video if you like it, as always, and subscribe to MTGO Traders. I'll be here trying to be every single weekday. Tomorrow I will probably not be doing a deck tech. I might just be drafting. Oh, and I'll get this deck to troll my friends. Yeah, and again, the deck tech is actually on the channel. So if you guys want to see a full rundown of me going through every card, it's on the channel for you to watch. But I appreciate you guys staying around. I'm going to stay around just a little bit longer to answer any questions, if you guys had any questions. But, dude, whew, that last round was awful. My soul hurt. Ugh. But yeah, I'll probably draft Our Devastation tomorrow. Because I'm having a deck go out today. It's mono white crested sunmare, by the way, which is amazing. And Any tips for Standard Showdown? Be good. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's you know, definitely you want to look for your local meta and see kind of like what kind of decks people are playing into. But I would definitely look at the meta. For instance, go to MTG or not MTG, MTGGoldfish.com. They have like you can look at the meta game and then kind of look at the top decks in standard format and then go from there. But I don't think I've ever played a Standard Showdown personally. It's been so long. I don't think I've played one. I've played obviously Game Day and Friday Night Magic and things like that, and I've played the leagues where you get like packs. That's fun. But yeah, this has been fun, guys. I appreciate it. Oh goodness. Just wish the deck performed a little bit better against that last matchup, but you know, you can't really have it both ways with all these kind of decks. And yeah, I would agree. Whether I think someone else said this, maybe Aaron or Walker said if you put some more deserts in this land base, it may be a little bit better for Ipnu Rivulet, which is true. And of course, more Botanical Sanctums is fine too. I just like having two because of one for let's see, are you an aggressive player or more of a control freak? I'm kind of both, honestly. I really like control, and I love playing it in paper. And I love playing on here, actually. I had a black-blue control deck for a while, but gotta go. See ya, Walker. Have a good day. I'll see you maybe tomorrow. Again, 1 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Don't know why I said it weird like that. I'll be back probably drafting some Hour of Devastation, and then next week I'll bring in some more deck techs or some more test drives because I got to put out more deck techs to do more test drives. So. But yeah, I would say I'm more of a control freak when it comes to like if I'm playing Game Day or something. I really love playing like a blue-black control strategy or a red-blue control strategy. But like for me, just for fun on F&Ms, I like playing an aggressive strategy because it's just fun. It's more enjoyable than being like, okay, I'm going to hold all my cards and then I'm going to wait for you to do the one thing that's wrong and then I'm going to win. Did you try the mill deck with Manic Scribe and Vessel to get Delirium online? I did not. The reason was because Delirium is just, I'm not a big fan of Delirium, honestly. Like, it's very difficult to get it online with, like, this kind of setup. I think Winds of Rebuke helps Delirium a lot, but you probably would want to put something else into the deck. I think Ipnu Rivulet is really great for turning on Delirium as well, but I don't know. I just wasn't a fan of it. Whenever I looked at it, I was just like, nah. Walker, Agron-Toll! That's right. That's me. Oh my gosh. Oh, goodness gracious. But that is it for today. I'm gonna head off here. But I appreciate you guys coming out. I had fun. Hope you had fun. And I'll see you guys in the next stream, probably tomorrow. And again, I have a video coming out later today. So it's going to be mono white horses. So look out for that. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.